2-hour-long power cut would come to force in Chennai from today. The state faces a shortage of 2,500 megawatts. The city accounts for around 30% of the total power consumption in the state. This load shedding, officials say, would bring some relief to rural Tamil Nadu that's facing 4 to 8 hours of power cuts every day. The two Dravidian parties, the AIDMK and the DMK, have blamed each other for the crisis. However, Chief Minister Jayalalitha blamed the central government-owned power stations in the state for the present situation. Sam Daniel reports.
Chennaites are bracing for a 2-hour-long power cuts every day because of a 2,500 megawatt shortage in the state. And I come to you from the home of Vijay's, and joining me now, Sujata, Satya and Ajit Daniels, and I'm in the hall which is naturally lit. There's no electricity right now. The fan is not running, no air conditioners and no kitchen appliances. Let's speak to them how they are managing.
Sam, it is really difficult, especially with children and getting to work on time. And if there's no power, it becomes so much more difficult for all of us.
How are you managing, Satya?
Well, Sam, as for me, I think I could say it's a good news and a bad news having the power cut. In a way, bad news because, of course, we have to face a lot of inconvenience. But good news is at least it's an organized power cut. Like we know that this time the power is going to go off and we can plan for the day and make sure that we don't do stuff which needs electricity or something like that. But, of course, rural areas, I don't think that's possible. I think it's, we are even hearing that there's intermittent power cut, like even 16 long hours, not even for a continuous period of time. And they couldn't use the inverters or anything like us because that needs continuous charging.
And Ajit, as students, what kind of hardship you face?
Well, as students, we find it very difficult because there's no places with power, so we can't use the internet, we can't get Xeroxes.
Successive governments blame each other for this crisis. As a consumer, how do you look at this?
It's always easy to blame somebody else for it. But I think if they could just think ahead, I mean, like in the US, they're thinking about way ahead, 15 years ahead. If these guys could also do the same thing, the population is only going to go up, the number of cars are going to go up, internet, even now 6-year-olds are on the internet. So they need to plan ahead so they can definitely plan things better.
Certainly, Chennaites are not happy. They are blaming the government for this mess. In Chennai, with camera person Edwin, Sam Daniel, NDTV.